Hi folks, Mike Pappas here. First of all, thank you for kind comments last week and the support. The bully kind of faded away a little bit. Still around, but things got better, so I appreciated all those kind words. The question of the week, it's not a very exciting one, but I don't really have the answers to this one. It's what is the best way to potty train your child? So I've got a little secret for you first. I have no formal training in potty training. So I went to med school, I went to pediatric residency for 3 years, critical care for 3 years. I never had a lecture, slideshow, quiz, or test on how to potty train. So if you come and ask me my recommendations, they're just going to be other parents' recommendations to me or my personal experience, and the rest I just make up. So I can, though, give you, from an objective standpoint, from other sources, through some research, what are the best or the top 5 ways to potty train your kid. So I'll read them off to you here. Number 1 is let him or her run around naked. And they'll have 1 or 2 accidents, maybe 3, but in 1 or 2 weeks, they'll be potty trained. That's one of the answers. The other one of the more common is praise. You did a great job, good job going on the potty, even to the point of bribes. Some parents don't believe in this, but rewards with toys and candy. Third one, make it a man cave or a woman cave for him or her, so it's like a fun place to go to. So I don't know if that means stuffed animals or books or a little library. Sounds inviting, I guess. Number 4, put him or her on the potty every 20 minutes throughout the day until they figure it out. So put him on the potty, doesn't pee, take him off, take him back every 20. And then the last, number 5, is use little white lies, such as, I told him, this is a mom talking, I told him that his poop goes out to the ocean to feed the fish. Okay, that's a little weird, but if it works, that's fine. I think the bottom line on all these things is that if the kids don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. So the question is, how do you push the right button with them and give them some satisfaction, some reward to want to do it? So I give you another confession. Our 4-year-old son does not poop on the potty. It's kind of a source of contention in the house. In fact, he'll wait for me to come home from work to poop so that I can actually change him. So it's like this weird father-son bonding thing. I don't really understand it. So my wife tells me, Mike, you have to do something, you have to help me. And I tell her, well, you're the mother. You're supposed to do all this stuff. That didn't go over too well. So what's more frustrating is that our firstborn, we sat down with her, and she was about like 2, and we said, it's really good to go on the potty, and you'd be a big girl, and this and that. You went through the whole thing. So this was like a 10-minute talk. And then a couple days later, we're lying in bed. It's about 11 o'clock, and she comes out of her princess room, with the princess fan and the princess toys and the princess pajamas and princess slippers, and she walks into the bathroom, and we can hear her do this because it's right across the hall from us, tinkles, washes her hands, and goes back to bed. And my wife and I looked at each other like, is this our kid? So that was just so easy. So if you fast forward 12 years, we have a 4-year-old son now, we've talked to him, we've lectured him, we've tried the naked thing, we've gave him the reward. No, I don't want to. No, don't. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. So does it matter? Is that big of a deal? He doesn't care. He has no real peer pressure. He's in preschool, but he'll probably do it eventually. The only issue is more from our angst as parents, because pretty much all his peers are doing it. And when we go to a party, especially when the kids are running around all together, and he'll lean over, then the top part of that pull-up pops out, and the whole place knows it. And all the mothers take this collective gasp. OMG, I can't believe you're child isn't potty trained. He's never going to be allowed to go into kindergarten. And in my preschool, they won't even let him in. Yeah, I know. I understand that. So part of the frustration is not him. He doesn't really care. It's more from our standpoint. Now, let's say if you ask me or ask myself about my own son, am I worried about it, that he's 4 and he's not potty trained? No, I don't think it's a big deal. He'll be fine. Am I embarrassed as a father that he's not potty trained? Yes, of course I am. But I know that with some consistency, my wife and I are consistent, and we have some gentle direction, and maybe some little more consistent with the rewards, he'll be fine. Anyway, that's all I got. But what I would be interested today is if you leave some comments, specifically the age of which of your child, that when he or she was potty trained, if he was a boy or girl, and what you did, if anything, to help him get potty trained. And I'm asking more from a personal standpoint. I think any advice is good. So thanks very much. I hope you have a great week, and be thankful because it's a great time of year. Thanks again for everything. Bye-bye.